Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another edition of First Look. And in this edition of First Look, I'll be doing First Look UFC Fight Night, Dariush versus Yakarin. So I'm gonna give like 3 or 4 angles, well not really angles, but like kind of where I'm like eyeing, points on the card. I'm kind of eyeing. Like it's not really props out there as much as I want or nothing right there. So just like money line stuff that's kind of got my eye. The theme of the video is. So first one is Sean Brady. I think he's like -115. I think even at some points he was a dog, and he might even shift back to a dog, depending on public perception. But I think it's a good value for him. It's a pick him, and I think he should win. No, basically pick him, he should win, and might even be able to catch the odds at him as a dog. And I think he has a good chance there, and submission props could be good there. But yeah, I think he loses one fight, and also people just think he's a scrub. I know Jack Della Maddalena, that could have been a good play maybe. But then we look at how Jack Della Maddalena did in his fight prior to Kevin Holland on Show No. See, like he had issues in the grappling department, and Sean Brady could definitely give him those same issues or similar issues. So it's like, yeah, Sean Brady definitely was, been slept on. But yeah, Sean Brady's been slept on for losing one fight, and that was to Belil. I said Belil. I'm making names of Belil Dariush, but he lost one fight, and that one fight was to Bilal Muhammad, who should be fighting for title, not bum Kobe Covington, but like Benil Dariush. Anyway, I'm just gonna let it roll. But I don't know why the names just sounding so similar right now. I guess because they're the main event. But yeah, Bilal Muhammad should be fighting for the title shot at welterweight. It's not a ifs, ands, or buts, or a matter of opinion, or a matter of some guy has more attention or gonna sell more. The person who has done more than anyone at this weight class right now to deserve a title shot is far and above Bilal Muhammad. So he lost one fight to the true number one contender, Bilal Muhammad, and now people are sleeping on him. I mean, he's still the favorite, but like by a small margin. If he was like any other person that lost anyone else that was like coming up and about to be a true number one contender, he would still probably be -300 on this fight going in with Kevin Gastelum, who only got a win because he fought a guy who engaged him in his style of fight. Sean Brady not gonna just engage Kevin Gastelum in a scrap. It's not like Kevin Gastelum got great wrestling defense. He's okay. He can scramble a little bit, but yeah, I feel like he got openings in his grappling. And I say like it's no lock pick or anything. Probably like maybe average, maybe even shifted high, but it's not a lock. But I think that's still of a value for Sean Brady, who should be the clear winner. And who knows if what are the odds Kevin Gastelum even makes the weight? He got sent from his weight class because he can make weight. Now all of a sudden matter of fact, he still has not yet made the weight. So, I mean, at points he made it, but since he fell those times in the past, he has not made the weight. So his last fight was at middleweight, I believe. So, yeah. But I like Sean Brady at that value. I think the value's much lower. I mean, much better than it should be. I would say so. Sean Brady liking him at -115. Next one is going to be Devin Figueiredo, former flyweight champion, 2-time flyweight champion, I believe, and he's at like +154 versus yeah, he's like +154 against Rob Font right now. Not to say like, oh, Rob Font's a scrub. He's definitely not that, but I feel the odds should be a little bit closer, even though that's still not completely horrendous odds. It's okay, but he is a former champion. I got see the hunger aspect, like he's been coming in fat and looking like stuff, like blowing up outside of camps and fights. So I could see like this, and also the fact that he did have issues with Moreno's boxing, and Ralph Fon's a pretty slick boxer. Maybe you could say he's a better boxer than Moreno, but he's not as I guess, I don't know. He still could put up similar value, but yeah, I can see the angles, but I feel Figueiredo can still, you gotta rate his championship caliber, um, and also it's not like Ralph Fon had the best fight. His last fight, matter of fact, just based off his last fight alone, he should not be the favorite. And no disrespect to him, but it's just the fact that based off both their last performance, like he fought a title fight and lost. You fought I guess sort of number one contender type fight, and you allowed a one hand. And yeah, no disrespect to Corey Sandhagen either. I'm just thinking like you allowed a guy just to wrestle you up for 5 rounds after 5 rounds of wrestling you up with one hand. It wasn't really much. I think in the first round he had some decent submission attempts. He did well off his back a little bit in the first round. Really, like third, fourth, fifth, or whatever case may be. Like it was like the effort just wasn't there. He just accepted defeat. Like he wasn't supposed to win, so that wasn't good luck. Again, it's not me saying, "Oh, I'm gonna pick any of these picks, or these are great picks." It might be one of them, maybe. I think Sean Brady is probably a player definitely gonna play. I don't know about Figueiredo because again, I got the same concerns you guys have about Figueiredo, like motivation wise, and also coming up to 35. And Rob Font is a underrated bantamweight contender or a bantamweight ranked fighter, long time ranked bantamweight fighter. So yeah, I can understand the concerns there, but also I can understand why it's a good angle as well, given the fact that Rob Font just literally gave up in the fight his last time versus a guy who literally broke his hand. He came in a broke hand or injured it early on in the fight. And Sandhagen, he listened loud. You got grappled by a man with one hand. Like I know Sandhagen is good, but you're supposed to be good too. You're supposed to be able to pick up on that and do better. But yeah. Third one, I don't think it's gonna be. Oh yeah, third one. It's not really a pick necessarily. It's just, and I'm definitely probably not even gonna play this one as far as the dog value on it. But Bellato, why is he minus 410 and why is he itching to 500? Like it don't make no sense. In the same way with Peyton Talbot last week. Like why was he minus 800? I know he went out there and won, and, dominated. Some people could say, but yeah, he shouldn't have been that big of value. Like I said, he's gonna win. I'm not gonna pick against him, kind of similar to that situation, or he should win. But well, Peyton Talbot, he definitely should have lost, and he did win. But I feel like with Bellato, I feel like he's definitely more at risk to lose. So he's not no minus 800 still, but he's minus 500 or minus 410 still ridiculous. So yeah, I'm concerned about him at that value. I feel like it should be minus 200 at best for him, minus 230, minus 240, but minus 410 don't make no sense. I know Ian Patera is like a one-round fighter, but I think the best play with this one is probably in the distance. But I do like the fact. Well, I don't like the fact about nothing about the odds, but yeah. What I'm saying is I don't like that minus 410, but I do like that you could potentially play the under, but the under probably gonna have some trash value on it, maybe under 1.5, maybe. But or maybe just play Bellato in the distance, Bellato sub, or Bellato second round, because that's what it seemed like. If you Bellato win, you probably win the second round most likely, because Ian Patera is pretty okay in the first round, but beyond that, he kind of just falls flat. But yeah, as far as the odds, I'm just me pointing out the fact that minus 410 is a trash odds for a guy who's coming out of the contender series, lost his first attempt at the contender series, then won his second attempt at the contender series, and now all of a sudden he's coming here and he's getting like he's coming into some undefeated fighter, some great prospect. All of a sudden, like the odds don't match up. The fourth and final one is Joaquin Silva versus Clay Guida. It's not even the odds themselves. Like throw the odds out there, because those aren't even nothing to talk about. But what I do know from like statistics or from just watching Clay Guida for all these years is that I think he's like 90% of the times he fight a BJJ black belt or a guy with high level submission skills, he gets submitted typically in the first round. Probably like 90% of the times he gets submitted, and probably like 65% or 70% of the times it's in the first round. So it's like he has a pattern. Like he's been fighting for 100 years, so believe in those patterns and he's likely to get submitted. And you probably get the submission value at plus money. So I think that's where the value is in that. I think it's definitely gonna be around plus money, especially you can try to do like round one or round two. You can get that plus money out of that. And yeah, for Joaquin Silva. So that's where the value is, I feel now. No insult to Clay Guida, but he's been fighting for a long time. He's been past his prime for a long time. And I think Joaquin Silva could potentially capitalize. But am I going and saying, oh, this is a lock pick or anything? I'm not all, because Joaquin Silva is not like he's some stud. But I do think the submission probably the most likely outcome of that fight. So yeah, look out for those values, and those are my four things to really look out for, or what I'm really caught my eyes upon my first look is the title of the video or the title of the series goes. So Sean Brady at minus 115, Davison Figueiredo at plus 154, Bellato's too high at minus 410, just don't make no sense, but got to play him in the distance, which I think we should hit. Then the fourth and final one is Joaquin Silva submission, likely round one, but submission Joaquin Silva is looking very likely, and you probably get that plus money. So that's the video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and come back for more videos. Peace.